daily moves, you can see that over the course of almost 3 days here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 14 candles of data here. So it moves very slowly, which allows me to actually remain focused on the overall objective here and the overall reasoning behind the trade. If I was on the 1 minute time frame looking at all the minute details within this bearish move, I'd probably be losing my hair at this point. But because I'm looking at the 4-hour perspective, all I'm focused on are these swing highs and these swing lows. Both of them are still intact. Neither have been violated, which means my trade idea is still intact, so I should just continue holding it because nothing has actually happened yet. There's been progress for sure, but nothing has actually changed until one of these levels is met. Now, the last thing I want to touch on in today's video is a long-term mindset versus a short-term mindset. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, it's really easy in today's day and age for traders to be heavily influenced by what they see on social media. Follow some traders who have a crazy, lavish lifestyle, driving exotic cars, maybe they have a fancy watch collection, something like that, right? And it makes you feel anxious. It makes you feel like you're behind in your journey. It makes you feel the need to rush and force results and hurry things up. Now, first of all, comparison is the thief of joy, so please stop doing that. Unfollow those people if you have to. Do whatever extreme measure you need to do to protect your mental health. But in terms of trading, that leads to a very short-term mindset. It makes you want to make profit that day or that week. You want to have a record-breaking week. You want to hit PRs week after week after week. The reality is trading doesn't work like that. So you need to have a long-term mindset. In fact, in January of this year, I had quite the losing streak. I think I had 5 or 6 losses in a row, and it sucked. But I'm not looking at my profitability in terms of one singular month. I look at things on an annual basis. Now, looking at things from an annual perspective helps you just zoom out and focus on the macro. I don't need to be profitable every single week of my life. But what are my results on a quarterly basis, a bi-quarterly basis, an annual basis? Am I net profitable long term? Is this a profitable endeavor that I've spent 6 to 7 years of my life mastering? The answer is yes. But if I were to focus on a monthly basis or even a weekly basis, I'd be severely depressed because you can't just be on a winning streak permanently. It just doesn't work like that. There are many ups and downs. So I guess I should end off this video by just saying, slow down, just take it easy. Focus on the things that you know you're supposed to be doing as a disciplined professional trader. Treat trading like a business. It's a marathon, not a sprint. One more thing, or to implement a lot of the things that I talked about today. Day trading, do both. I have multiple accounts for multiple different purposes, and I'm able to utilize my dynamic trading strategy in multiple different ways.
Okay, so we are live pre-New York session. Yeah, for pre-New York session analysis, so we'll be looking at XAUSD, USD CAD, and GBP JPY. Okay, for our New York session, we are looking at XAUUSD, USD CAD, and GBP JPY. Okay. Baradadi Banahadavas, Shukapad, yes. We're live for the pre-New York session analysis. So we are simply going to be looking at 3 major instruments. The first one will be USD CAD, that's United States dollar and Canadian dollar. Then XAUUSD, then GBP JPY. Okay. All right. So let's start with USD CAD. Let's start with USD CAD. I already have my setup for USD CAD. Let's see what we have for USD CAD. Okay, beautiful. So I drew this location in the morning, right? So I drew. Okay, let me go to let's go to 30 minutes. So what I drew this morning. I drew this structural liquidity, and we have just taken it out now, and we're in a premium zone. Okay, this 0.5 and 1 is the daily high and low. This 0.5 and 1 represents the previous daily range. So I boxed this box we are seeing here is the previous day what high and low. and it is divided into the premium and the discount zone. So if I want to expect a sell for today in USD card, I want to see that price will give me a bearish sentiment inside the premium zone, taking out the liquidity and giving me a confirmation. So the first step has been done. It has taken out this I as liquidity. I'm expecting a what, a bearish sentiment to confirm once 2 o'clock hits inside the premium range, at the premium zone in the daily range. For USD card, price is currently at the premium zone in what? In the daily range. Previous day high and low. Right? So if you want to have a buy for today, we want to see price taking out the high of previous day, retest, and we continue going up. So we are not predicting, we are only speculating and anticipating. So our job is not to now. We have proaction and reaction. Our job is not to proact. We are not trying to predict what price we will do. No. We are simply reacting from what price is currently doing in the charts. So we are only going to buy, break out the previous day's high, retest, and we target what, this liquidity here. Okay, that is when we will be what, buying USD card. Is that clear? Buy side liquidity. When we see price taking out the previous day's high, retests, then we target what, this guy. But until then, we are still having a bearish order flow. Let me go to 1 hour. Talking about this 1 hour. Okay, as far as this is concerned, we are still having a bearish order flow, except we want to say this is an incomplete pullback, which I will agree with you. Because if you see this structure now, we have this break of structure. Look at it carefully. We have a break of structure here, right? This was an incomplete pullback that gave this new structural break. We have impulse, correction, impulse, and like that. So this correction is an incomplete pullback. So look at what we have here. We have this, we have this,